Coming up on Berkshire News Now, we check out the opening of Unity Skate Park.
That gets people outdoors and moving on a day like this is unbelievable.
Talk to local pizza shop owners in North Adams about their competition.
We are working on building a delivery system out of this location.
Hello and welcome to the July 5th episode of Berkshire News Now. I'm your host, Samantha Niskern, and this week we are broadcasting straight from the Lion's Den at the MCLA TV studio. This past Saturday, North Adams saw the opening of its first skate park. The grand opening was accompanied by Whoopee FM, Roots of North Adams, food vendors, and other businesses. Mayor Richard Alcombright attended the event and spoke about the importance of a park like this for the city's youth.
It's very important. I think it gives a lot of the kids an identity, particularly kids that are into extreme sports. You know, it's a lot of times these kids have been kind of looked down on at some level, and I mean, you can see from the crowd here today, we just got a spectacular group of kids. What I admire most about this is that you see the bigger kids really keeping their eye out for the little kids.
North Adams mayoral candidate Tom Bernard also attended the opening and spoke about how the park is a great space for the community's youth.
I think it's a great community space for young people. I mean, I'm watching some of the kids, and it's, you know, from toddlers on up, and it's a first day, but it's a start, and it's going to be just an amazing facility for.
Shared his thoughts on the stigma that left some community members less than thrilled with the skate park.
Again, I think a lot of it just happens to stigma. You know, there's stigma on so many things, you know, and I think people just look at skateboarders and, you know, they're not a real traditional bunch in the sense of, you know, you're going to see long hair and you're going to see piercings and you're going to see those sorts of things. That's who they are, and that's the group, but they're wonderful young people, and quite honestly, they're wonderful young athletes. Try this. I won't, but try it. It is difficult.
Bernard also talked about the benefits that an open and safe community space that provide an active outlet for the youth has on the city.
I think anything that is a community space, that's a gathering space, that's open, that's safe, that feeds an interest that young people have, but also is something that is active, that gets people outdoors and moving on a day like this is unbelievable.
The city is also planning on adding a splash park at Noel Field near the skate park. After failing to receive a grant last year, North Adams is once again seeking funding for the $778,000 project. A resolution supporting the grant application was passed unanimously by the City Council. Summer is peak concert season, and Sounds and Tones Records presents Sun Parade, playing at Colgrove Park on July 8th. The concert is free and will take place between 2 and 5 p.m. The annual Dancing in the Street Festival is July 9th on Main Street from 2 to 6 p.m. Join Zumba in the Street to help benefit Pop Cares, an organization that helps local cancer patients in the northern Berkshires and southern Vermont towns. There will be local vendors, food, beer, and plenty of entertainment. There is even more entertainment every week this summer, with concerts at Windsor Lake every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., as well as Party in the Park, a summer concert series that is free and open to the public. Party in the Park concerts are every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. at Noel Field, with plenty of food and drink from vendors. The annual Eagle Street Beach Party is coming up July 14th. From 3:30 to 6:30 p.m., the family-friendly extravaganza will have Eagle Street in North Adams filled with more than 250,000 pounds of sand for the day. From 7 to 10 p.m., the mood shifts to an adult-oriented fiesta, complete with food and margaritas served on the beach. Speaking of food, there are plenty of places around North Adams to get a slice of pizza. But how many pizza places is too many? We spoke with a few local restaurant owners to see what they think, and we talked to Mayor Alcombright to gauge his opinion on the matter.
If there are 12 and they're all working, then obviously it's a preferred food here in North Adams.
Justin Jowett, manager of Ramunto's in North Adams, explained what sets his restaurant apart from the many other pizza places nearby.
We have a distinct advantage with our freshness of our ingredients. We make our dough sauce, we cut our cheese every day. Our burgers come from Henry's Meat Market in Bennington, Vermont. We get those daily. We get our sausage from there and our meatball mix for our meatballs. We strive to provide the best customer service at any pizza place in North Adams with a friendly hello and a friendly goodbye. Thank you for coming and hope to see you again soon. We are working on building a delivery system out of this location.
Athena Grigoropoulos, who runs Christo's Famous Pizza, shared that she is not too concerned with any competition and how she can always count on her loyal customers like Mayor Alcombright.
I've been in this business 55 years. I'm not worried about any competition. I count on my own experience. I count on my loyal customers. I count on the college students and also on the great food that I make every day for my customers that nobody else offers in town.
My favorite pizza is Christo's. However, let's put it this way. Let's say that I do frequent enough places to say that it's not my only place.
There are more than a handful of pizza restaurants in the area that are within walking distance, and even though it might seem like an overwhelming amount of pizza, Alcombright gave a reminder that if all the restaurants are doing well, it must be because North Adams loves pizza.
But at the end of the day, the pizza places all seem to be staying open, which means they're doing good, which means people eat a lot of pizza.
Even though local businesses all want to get a slice of the pie, they are all welcomed by the pizza-loving North Adams community. Last night, the Steeple Cats were victorious against the Valley Blue Sox with a score of 5-4. Over 4,600 fans attended to watch the ball game and 4th of July fireworks that came afterwards. The Steeple Cats play another game this evening for another divisional matchup against the Keene Swamp Bats. Last week, the North Adams City Council okayed free cash appropriations, approving the transfer of $264,288 to various accounts, including over $48,000 to the Flood Control Emergency Repair account for actions taken to fix the flood control chute near Massmoka's Building 6. Earlier this spring, a concrete panel fell into the Hoosick River. Councilor Nancy Bullitt, who sits on the Hoosick River Revival Board, said that the chutes had exceeded their 50-year life expectancy. Mayor Alcombright noted that replacing the falling panel could cost up to $500,000, and fixing or replacing the infrastructure could take decades and tens of millions of dollars. We will continue to follow this story as it develops. If the flood chutes got you down, check out Game On for some quality fun right in downtown North Adams. From noon to 10 Fridays and Saturdays and noon to 8 on Sundays, you can play various games in an arcade setting right on Main Street. Game On has everything from cornhole, darts, and air hockey to occasional concerts. Next episode, we speak with Adams Town Administrator Tony Mizuko about regionalization in the area and what that means for the Northern Berkshires.
Beyond just the task force recommendations, a lot of districts have been looking at different things that they can do, and in particular for us, I think the next logical step is sitting down with North Adams community to community and looking at how we can bring those two school districts together.
That's all for this week. You can stay up to date with BNN by following our social media pages, and if you have any story ideas, you can email them to bnn.nbctc@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.